Start by believing. Branch House Family Justice Center is commemorating Sexual Assault Awareness Month this April with this simple message.
This is our third year of the Start by Believing campaign. That is something that we took on a few years ago because it's a simple message, but it's a powerful message. It doesn't require any real effort to be a part of the campaign. All it asks is to raise awareness for sexual assault, that it should be something that people can disclose. And when they do disclose, the best response that anyone can have is just to say, "I believe you." Because people who are believed when they first disclose that they've been sexually assaulted are more likely to report that offense. They're more likely to seek medical services and get the needed medical care and treatment that is necessary for healing. They're more likely to follow up with the criminal justice system and hold offenders accountable so that we get offenders off of the street.
Since opening nearly 5 years ago, Branch House has become a safe haven for victims of domestic and sexual violence throughout Sullivan County. Lene Hendricks joined the agency as a sexual assault response team coordinator in 2020 and now serves as executive director, overseeing a professional staff and coordinating with community partners.
We have on-site partner agencies, but we have over 40 community partner agencies, and some are national partners, so that we can make sure that whatever needs a client comes in with, we have a resource where we can meet that need. And if we can't, we figure out who we need to partner with in the future to make sure that those service gaps are filled. So our partner organizations are absolutely pivotal to what we do.
The state's first Family Justice Center opened in Knoxville under the leadership of then-Mayor Bill Haslam. Following his election to the state's leadership role, Governor Haslam approached Sullivan County District Attorney General Barry Staubus about establishing a similar facility here. Once the decision to move forward was made, local contractor J.A. Street donated a building, and staff and volunteers went to work transforming it into a safe and welcoming center.
And I mean, it was just tremendous work. We transformed this place into a friendly place for women. And that's one of the goals, that any facility shouldn't be like a jail, it shouldn't be like a courthouse, it shouldn't be like a police station, it should be like a home. And we think we've done that here. And it should be off the beaten path, away from all the traffic, and it's in a safe cul-de-sac, and it's in the middle of the county. So it was perfect for what we needed. And we had someone that was willing just to basically give us the place and let us start running.
In the years since, the center has continued to serve a critical need.
Statistically, it shows Tennessee and Sullivan County is one of the highest incidents of domestic violence. And domestic violence ranges all the way from simple assault to murder. And I have seen it as district attorney, about 40% of our docket, one way or another, involves domestic violence. And these cases are very complex. Women, the statistics say that they'll be abused many times before they report, and then after they report, it'll take many times before they'll successfully cooperate and participate in a prosecution to hold the abuser responsible. And I also saw it in a manifestation of child abuse. Many of the children would witness the neglect and abuse that occurred in domestic violence, which means another generation of people witnessing it and maybe normalizing it. So there was a great need, and that's what I saw. I saw it, in the everyday dockets. I saw it as I prosecuted child abuse cases. I saw it, the toll it took not only in the victims, but their families and their friends and in the community, because these people couldn't be productive, happy citizens, and they also probably limited and reduced the chances for their children to have that here in Sullivan County. And so that was the need, and that's what we wanted to address with the Branch House.
Today, Branch House employs a professional staff that is available around the clock to help navigate the often complex legal system and provide a long list of support services.
Often these women have been told they're no good, they'll never make it on their own. Many of them have limited education, or they're intimidated, and so what they're looking for is a hand. They need assistance, they need a way out. And so what we've tried to do is provide counseling. We've provided paralegals so they can go to order protection. To ask somebody to go down and fill out an 11-page document without maybe an education or without even their driver's license, because they just leave with the clothes on their back, we have a paralegal. Make sure that it's legally sufficient. They get filed. Don't have to show up for court. We provide transportation to and from the court. We provide transportation back home after an incident. We provide, if they need, we don't have a residential place here, but we provide them with an agency that will let them have temporary housing if they need it. We have bags that provide clothing and food, and we have a playroom for children if they have to bring their children it's safe. That's one of the things the women said, if we come and we get counseling, we want to make sure if we bring our children, they don't overhear our conversations, but we know they're safe. And so we have a room with a video camera and a place they can play while mom's here.
Clients are even encouraged to bring their pets if they're concerned about leaving them behind.
What we try to do is provide all the resources that we can to these women, whether it's vocational, whether it's counseling, whether it's legal, or whether it's for child care, whether it's animal care, whether it's physical examinations. We try to provide anything that they need in order to give them an opportunity to get out and live a productive life for them and their children. And one of the newest developments that we have here is the exam room, because many of the women are victims of sexual assault. And rather than waiting hours at a emergency room, where there's all kinds of people with all other kinds of diverse problems, from COVID to the flu to car wrecks to accidents, where they wait, here they can come one-on-one, and we have victim advocates, we have other resources like transportation, and when they leave here, they can take a shower and they can be given clothing. Sometimes women's clothes will be collected as evidence in a criminal investigation. They'd be walking out basically with almost no clothes on. So here they can walk out with dignity.
I think a Family Justice Center is such an asset to the community, because we know that domestic violence and sexual assault is happening across the nation. It's happening in every community. It's in our backyard. And when you have a place that provides support and empowerment for survivors, and we're able to lay out their options and the services that are available, they're more likely to see that light at the end of the tunnel. In having these types of services that are centralized in one location, we're helping to stop this recidivism of domestic violence and generational abuse and trauma, because survivors are able to know that there is a life after abuse, and that there is hope, and that there are services available to support them through it. If someone is experiencing abuse or sexual assault, we have a 24/7 hotline here. The phone number there is 423-574-7233. It's 24/7. You will always talk to a human being on the other end of that phone. And then they are welcome to come here to Branch House. Our doors are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Our address is 313 Foothills Drive. You can also learn more about Branch House and the different services that we have available in our partner agencies at our website, and that's www.branchhousetn.org.